Here we go. Yay. All right. Welcome.
Oh, he fixed it. I was going to give you so much shit, Matt. If you fixed it. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Are You Shitting Me? TMI, the podcast. As always, I'm Ron here in Las Vegas, and I have over that way.
Ow. Ow. I'm his older brother, Mike in Amarillo, and down here is our cousin
Matt,
also known as
the legend.
Yeah, buddy.
Matt finished off our trifecta of the man, the myth, and the legend. Welcome.
Well, you might have to explain how come we came up with the legend. That's because
last
week
you're the man.
We were having some faux pas last week, including a 20-minute private backstage show that nobody ever got to see. And so I had to enter a new name, so I just put the man. So Ronnie comes back with the myth, and Matt joined us last week, in comments, and we determined that he needed to be.
I have to tell you that what you guys didn't see last week was Mike and I are 20 minutes deep into what we thought was a live conversation. And all of a sudden, 20 minutes, Mike's like, Ron, stop. We're not recording.
We weren't doing shit.
That's all Mike said. Best fucking show ever. And it wasn't even
we were on point. It was funny as hell. The 20 minutes you missed out on, we can never replicate.
Oh my God. It was great.
No, it was, I felt like an asshole.
It was funny. Are we live? Just making sure.
So it was, I know we're live now because everything looks right.
So Matt, I have to say, man, digging the Iron Maiden shirt.
Thank you.
I love it. Eddie.
Yeah.
That's right.
Represent.
Rocks.
Is it,
I remember as a kid, Matt's brother Roger used to draw Eddie like it was incredible. I personally could fuck up drawing a stick man. So watching Roger do that, and Mike is quite the artiste. He can draw and stuff. I can't even color in the lines.
Neither can I. Roger's doing Iron Maiden. I can't do that crap.
Yeah, I still have some of those.
Do you?
Yep.
It's funny. Your wife, Matt. I had my shirt on the day. I posted on the picture on it that said, "I'm here because you broke something." His wife Sherry says, "Yeah, Matt has the shirt that says, yeah, I'm the one that broke it."
She needs one that says, "Yeah, I'm the one that called."
Yeah.
Talk to that a little later.
Yeah. So I got to tell a story real quick. I got a few stories. Lots gone on this week. So I'm at the grocery store and I listened to these two younger folks talking next to me in the, I don't know where, produce aisle, whatever. And the guy tells the girl, "Man, I just turned 25, man." He goes, "And then all of a sudden today it dawned on me, I'm halfway to 50 and that's just fucking old." I'm like, go fuck yourself. It's like, yeah, but then again, I'm sure when we were 25, we all probably thought the same thing.
Yep.
Yeah, probably. We talked before, hell, I thought when mom and dad were 40, I thought they were going to die. So, but where are you when you're 25? And first of all, hats off to whoever this was for being able to divide, understand. Oh gosh, another 25 plus 25.
I did offer him a participation trophy.
Yeah, that's good because some kids today can't do that shit. If you think 50 is old, I'm 62, and it's funny because Uncle Ken and I were talking just the other night. What's Uncle Ken, Matt? 80 something now?
I think, or close.
And so Uncle Ken looks good for a man who's 80 something, and
That's
he's put my ass to shame. But I told him, I said, Uncle Ken, I'm telling you, I'm 62, but I feel like I'm 40. I
Amen. No,
mean,
I agree.
I just, my body is reminding me that I'm 62. Internally, I have the combustion engine of a 40-year-old man.
What you got
Well, you know, Ronnie has got ED.
Yeah.
blue
an,
pill?
enormous dick. Yeah, you're right.
Oh my, that's not what I read on the bathroom wall.
Yeah. Stop going to that bathroom
Yeah,
immediately.
I need to find a new place to do my thing.
But I mean, I'm the same way. And Matt, you and I are the same age. And, you know, I'm 56 years old. I do physical labor for a job, and it's probably what keeps me, at least I'd say, you know, a little bit in I guess lack of a better term, shape. But you know, in my mind, I still see all of us as being, you know, back when we were kids, you know, 15, 16, 18 years old. You know, that's how my mind works, especially when you haven't seen somebody for a long time.
Yeah.
All right,
You
don't you feel the same way, Matt?
I really do. It's you hit it right on the head. Really, it's like inside I feel like I'm 25,
Yeah.
but then when I go to do something physical, my body reminds me, well, I can't kneel down and stand up anymore. It's like, oh my God,
Hell,
my
during the open, I was going to try to be funny for both of you guys and kind of drop down and come back up, you know. And I thought, well, fuck that.
Your body was like, no.
I get on the ground and you hear, help!
Hey, where's Mike?
I've fallen and I can't get up.
All you see is this. Help! Help! Help!
Well, you know, and Ronnie said, you know, he does physical labor, so he stays in shape. Matt, I don't mind telling you, is my hero. What'd you give to the Army? 30-something years? 20-something years? He was in there for quite a while. He keeps blinking on and off. I think that's on his end. He'll come back when he can. Matt, come back. But, you know, what I do for a living, yeah, it keeps me in shape. It keeps me round.
Round is a shape.
I sit on my ass all day long and talk for a living. And look, this isn't helping anything. But yeah, I mean, you know, yeah, I want to get in shape. You know what my biggest fear is, and I'm going to be like Mikey Downer right now, is my fear is, knock on wood, a doctor's going to say, you know, if you don't lose 20 or 30 pounds, you're not going to make it to 63. That's my biggest fear.
Sure.
And do I do anything to help myself? No. Today I did drink 3 bottles of water, so I'm pretty proud of myself. You're listening to a guy that can make a bottle of water, and I'm talking about, you know, the little things. I can stretch one of those out for 2 or 3 days. So to drink 3 in one day, Ronnie and I were talking backstage that, you know, because of his diabetes and my natural age, you know, we're up 3 or 4 times a night pissing.
Yeah. I have to pee. I mean, I have to fucking pee. Like,
it's like right now, it's like, gotta go, move. But I'm pretty sure,
bitch, get out.
I'm pretty sure the building the radio station's at, the suites across the way, we're probably wondering, that big dude coming out of the radio station, that's about the 5th time he's come out in the last hour.
I've never seen a man that size move that quick.
Should we be concerned?
Matt, how's your urination going?
Yeah, tell us how your wee-wee's going. Is it good? Is this a good stream? Oh, I can't hear him. We can't hear you. Must be using one of those Colorado mics. Oh, sign language.
Oh, great. So, okay.
Oh my.
2 syllables.
I was checking to make sure I don't have him on mute. No, he's good to go. We just can't hear him. So it's something on his end.
No.
We can't read lips. Yeah, I saw that one. I think it's a fire truck. Fire truck. All right. We'll see if Matt can get his thing fixed. His mic, that is.
Yeah.
At least that's what I call mine. It's like, baby, speaking to the microphone. Ba-dum-bum!
I'll
I'll be here all week. Try the steak, try the veal. All right.
Where's
So
the
what
old
else? So
hamburger?
you said you had a couple of funny stories for us. Or did I
Oh
catch you
man.
off guard?
Well, you kind of hit one right on the head about getting down on your knees, because I was at a job site the other day and I had to get on my hands and knees because I was grouting the floor, which I don't normally do. I usually have one of my guys do it, but I'm like, okay, you're going too fucking slow for me. We got to get going. So I got down there and I literally had to fall over on my back and roll over to get back up because my feet wouldn't push my body back up again. So I felt like a turtle, on his shell.
Right. Well, when I told you guys before, when I was redoing the plumbing under the kitchen sink, nothing, Matt. When I was doing the plumbing under the kitchen sink, I feel bad. It's not on. I'm making sure it's not on this end.
Just sit there and look pretty.
Right. You just be pretty with that pretty mouth.
I was like, can you hear us?
He can obviously hear us.
Yeah. Okay.
You can hear us, right? All right.
So I can't hear you. So I got a couple things to tell you.
You just sit there and be pretty, Matt. It's all good.
Sure got a pretty mouth, boy.
You got a pretty mouth. Now I forgot what the hell we were talking about.
I
Anyway, I was redoing the
standing
plumbing
up,
underneath the
rolling over.
sink, and I had to really think things through. I think I've shared this with you. And before I did anything, I literally had to stop and think everything through. Okay, so
Absolutely.
I already have the parts laid out. All right, I got that done. I have the tools where I can reach them because I know when I get down there, my fat ass is not going to be able to move that well. Oh, yeah, by the way, I'm going to have to get up. So I have to plan how I'm going to get up. And I mean, literally, that's what happens. So
Do you
I'm
remember
not
the conversation we had, Mike, about 7 or 8 or 10 episodes ago? We talked about that very thing, how nowadays we have to plan out 4 to 5 steps ahead. I mean, literally, when I go out and I go to a job site and I go to get something out of my van for work, I have to think, okay, I'm going to do this, so I need that tool. I'm going to need this, I need that tool. So I don't have to walk back and forth 15 times, because by that I'm ready for a nap. I'm tired.
Yeah. Isn't that true? It's like, shit, dude, I need a nap. Now I got to lay down. That's the other problem is if I get up once and have to get back down there, I'm probably going to take a nap. I'm just,
you know what we should do, Mike? Let's put words to what Matt's doing. Go ahead.
We got to. That would be okay. Matt, speak. Do something.
I don't know what to say.
I'm just in here.
Fuck you guys.
Fuck.
I got sick of this shit. I'm gonna go find my wife and tell her to make me something to eat. And now I'm just frustrated.
I just hope I don't look like Mike. That's right.
Well, Can he log out and log back in, Mike?
I don't see why he couldn't just use the same code.
Let's try that. All right, we'll wait. We'll wait right here for you. We'll wait right here.
You know, it's good. Don't worry about it. There he goes. All right, we'll see what happens.
Okay, let's talk about him.
Let's talk about him while he's gone.
Let's talk about him. Fucking guy can't even get his equipment straight. God dang it,
man! What's the
Coloradans?
It's unmute, Matt. It's unmute. Just click it. Michael,
what happens when I push this button?
I hope. Well, here he's coming back.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we'll see what happens.
All right, let's
now we can hear you now.
Oh, there we go.
Hey,
Matt.
It's kind of like working for the cable company. Hey, unplug it and plug it back in.
Tonight, when we're done with the show, go back and watch the episode you just missed.
Why?
You may not like either one of us afterwards.
Well, if you could hear what I was saying.
Oh no. When you logged off, we had a little
you were
conversation.
Gone.
Oh,
it's the best part of the show.
It wasn't my idea, Matt.
Well, I will have to log out then. Well, I'll watch it again.
Oh, please stay. We need all the help we can get.
Amen.
All right. Anything?
So we were talking about Matt's stream.
Yeah, my stream is kind of weak as well as a 56-year-old man. I take a pill for that every day.
Matt, about when we first started doing this, this has literally been, I think, like 6 or 7 months now we've been doing this.
Yeah.
And one of the first conversations Mike and I had was how our conversations have changed over the decades. That's our conversation now. So what kind of pills are you taking? Well, I take glipizide. How many do you take? 5 milligrams. Well, shit, I was on 7.5 milligrams. It wasn't working out. So they moved me down to 5. Yeah.
I'm the oldest one of the bunch. And when you said, how's your stream and that's going on, I thought he was fucking talking about like StreamYard, the live stream.
But literally, Ken Hall and I had that very conversation one day, and I started cracking up laughing. I'm like, is this what we've been reduced to? Is talking about what kind of medication we're taking?
Well, just like when we used to go, when we went to the bars and stuff, I know my Friday lunch bunch, I sit there sometimes, or when I went, I would sit there and go, this is what we're talking about? What happened in the days when we talk about, hey, look how hot she is? Or we talk about, just how stupid other people were. Now you do sit around and going, I was thinking about my Medicaid. I'm 62 now. Michael J., you need some help getting registered?
You got Part B? What do you think about Part B?
No. Can I have another beer?
You're right.
God, that is. I mean, it's where we are now. And what's funny about it though is it's just like natural conversation.
Oh, absolutely. No, it's a natural progression. It's like it happens to everybody. Hey, Matt, Mike had asked a question when you don't think you'd hear it or didn't hear it or whatever. How long did you serve in the military?
25 years.
25. Awesome, man. Thank you so much. God bless you, man. That's awesome. Because I tell you what, I wouldn't have had the fortitude to do it because I have an issue with authority. First off, I don't know if you know that or not, but yeah, you do. Get out of here. But no, that's awesome, man. Especially, we all grew up in Colorado Springs, where there's how many major military installations are there in the Denver, Colorado Springs area?
Well,
I don't care about Denver. Fuck them.
Fuck Denver. Other than the football team.
Well, Colorado Springs has what?
Well,
has 3 or 4.
Got Carson, Peterson, and then
Academy,
Cheyenne Mountain Air Force Academy.
Yep, and then Schriever Air Force Base as well.
Schriever.
Yep.
What the hell is that? New?
Schriever's out a little east of town now. Well,
is it really?
Colorado Springs is encroaching on it now. Everything's east.
Where the
I thought Powers Boulevard was the end of town.
That's
not anymore.
Well, not anymore.
Not anymore. Somebody posted a picture up on Facebook the other day. It was a picture of Powers and Barnes, that intersection, looking back towards like Doherty and that kind of stuff. I don't know if you guys see this, and it's from like '84. And and I thought, well, okay, I lived that picture, and it doesn't look a damn thing like that today. But when we're talking, it's funny because I can't remember how this came up in conversation recently, the number of military bases in Colorado Springs, because I think I was talking about, diversity, equity, inclusion, whatever it is. We're on that subject. And I said, look, Colorado Springs, when I was a kid, you want diversity? Check this shit out. We had Fort Carson, NORAD, Peterson Air Force Base, Air Force Academy, and just for good measure, what people don't know and may have forgotten, where the United States Olympic Training Center is. When I was a kid, that was an Air Force base. Yep. It was Int Federal Air Force Base. Wow. And so, yeah, you think we had a little diversity back then? Hell yeah, we had diversity.
It's one of the main reasons I moved down to Colorado Springs, because I figure if we're going to war, that's the first fucking.
Oh hell, I always thought, yeah, our ass is the first ones getting eliminated here. I'll be up at Cheyenne Mountain. Let me in.
We'll all be close. I'll be inside the mountain though.
Yeah. Well,
worked for NORAD.
Wasn't sure if we can say anything, but yeah, Matt knows the inside of that mountain pretty well.
Your mom worked there too?
Yeah, she worked there for a little while because she worked for Ford Aerospace.
Ford Aerospace, yeah.
So she they had contracts and stuff like that. But let me tell you, inside the mountain, it's only cool for about five minutes. It sucks.
And then the cool wears
I'm uberly claustrophobic, so there's no way in hell. I'd be like, just fucking kill me now. I'm good.
Maybe
I think the same thing about like if I were stuck on a submarine or even a ship.
Yeah.
It'd probably be cool for 5 minutes, and then I'm thinking, let me out.
Yeah.
I
So
wanted in one. I want out now.
Still sucks.
What kind of fun shit's been happening to you lately, there, legend?
Uh, much like you guys, I work and then I come home and watch TV. That's my life.
I was telling somebody that earlier this week. I was like, they were like, "What do you guys do after work?" And I said, "Look, dude, if I'm not working, I live within about a 2-mile bubble of my house. That is it. I go to the grocery store. We go to a restaurant. If I'm not having to go to somebody's property to work, we're homebodies, man. And that's
I'm blessed in that I work like 2 blocks away from here, so I'm well within that 2-mile range. I'm like 3 blocks. I'm sure people 3 blocks away wonder, who is this guy? Never seen him.
Oh, there's that poor homeless guy walking around again.
Yeah, call the authorities, baby. Dial 911 and get ready to hit the other one.
Do you know the number to 911?
12.
12.
All right. So
I wish I could tell you I did something great and wonderful, exciting, but I'm a homebody.
Well, I tell you what, here's something, man. Give us a life experience of you as a young man versus today, or just some of the, I know you've been on before, you've talked about it, but just what are some of the, what's the old saying, Mike? This really grinds my gears.
Okay, Peter Griffin.
Yeah.
It really grinds my gears.
Wow. I think as I get older, my patience becomes less. I think when I was younger, nothing seemed to bother me. But the older I get, the harder it is to let things roll off my shoulders and let things go.
You want to know why? Because young people are dumb.
I think every generation has said that before, and
yeah,
kids are idiots. Screw you.
We were once
dumb. Now we're the screw you people.
Yeah,
let me. It's interesting, Matt. You talk about your patience. I think we all have that problem. God knows I do. I'm even trying to control it, but I have no gray area anymore. It's either I'm good or you don't want to be near me. But do you think it's the pressure of the times, or just the times today, or there's so much hate and discord and division that I think it can't help but permeate, you. I mean, you're only 55, 56, and to be at that point in your life, that's kind of a tough place to be. But I find, and I think it's just the more that I see the dumbassery that's going on, or just around, is it's just like, God, I don't know how much more of this I can take.
Yeah.
No wonder.
That's when you just want to ask him, are you really that fucking stupid?
Yeah, I mean, right? Are you that fucking dumb?
And I'll say it again. Mike and I have talked about it a lot, and Matt, I think we even talked to you about a little bit last time you were on, is anything that has to do with the retail industry, food industry, sales industry, whatever, any interaction, live interaction with another person nowadays is just horrible. It's like deplorable. It's, you go into a restaurant and the service is just shitty. You ask somebody at a big box store, hey, where's this? Oh, we don't carry that anymore. And when I hear that, I take it as, oh, okay, challenge on. I'll go find it. And like Mike, I agree with Mike. Yeah, it's just the dumbassery and the stupidity of it is just like, pull your head out of your ass. I watched a TikTok the other day, and I had to crack up laughing. This dude walks up to 3 orange box employees, and they're all like this, and he walks up and says, excuse me, can one of you guys help me find a left-handed hammer? And every one of them was like, well, the one kid, what was that? Is that a mechanical item, sir? It's like, dumb fuck. There is no such thing as a left-handed hammer.
I would have just kept on.
Yeah. But yeah, it's horrible, man. I miss the days of, I had one time I was coming back from Montana and it kind of freaked me out. Pulled into a gas station in like the little middle of, Hills Have Eyes area. And this guy comes up to my truck and I damn near drew down on him because I'm like, who the hell is this walking up behind me? Guy's like, can I wash your window, sir? Let me get that gas for you. And I'm like, holy shit. People still do that?
See, and that's isn't that a shitty place to be? Is when somebody is that good and that nice and that attentive,
and you want to shoot them?
Your first thought is, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's not the norm
sorry.
though.
It really isn't, Matt.
Yeah.
And that's sad because we grew up in an era where customer service was just that. It was customer service. They were there to take care of you. Now it's almost like you're a nuisance to them.
Yeah. It's just the way it is. There's no respect or for your elders anymore. I mean, we used to always say yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Still do.
Yeah, me too. So it's that's not the case any longer. It's hey bro,
yeah.
bruh, hey bro. Hey,
I will say, Ron Jr. God love him, great man. He very much is a yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am type person, and that's how. In Matt and Mike, you both know that's how we were brought up, man. Mike and I mean, that was cause to get a fucking paddle if you didn't yes sir or no sir.
Yep,
damn right.
Yep,
yes sir, no sir, elbows off the table.
Yeah,
you with your mouth shut.
Yeah.
Oh,
that wasn't anything.
Dude, that is still one of my biggest pet peeves to this day. It drives me nuts.
Because one of my mom's biggest things is you don't smack food. She would.
Your gum. Oh my God, that was Aunt Linda's. I mean, if there was one thing you didn't do around Aunt Linda, let her hear you smack that gum one time.
Dumb ways to die.
Won't be a second time.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord. I remember, I mean, that is a vivid memory. Yep. Smack that gum one time. There won't be a second time. Because that belt or her hand meant just like lightning quick. You ever seen like in Pootie Tang when he whips off the belt? Yeah. That was Aunt Linda, man.
He was quick on the belt.
Where the hell that come from?
Somebody asked me, I was talking about the podcast today, and somebody asked me, like, well, why do you do that? You can't tell, but I'm wearing my lucky panties. No, but I can smell them. But somebody was asking me why we do this. I said, look, it's real simple. I said, we as we get older, we have life memories that, we may forget about because we don't talk about them enough, and just shit like this, like the thing with Aunt Linda. I had totally forgotten about the whole.
I forgot about the gum.
Yeah, but but that's exactly what this is for. It's to bring out the things that we don't talk about enough. And like Mike says it all the time, and I love it. Because a lot of younger people, be like, "There's no way you guys did that." Bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Here, hold my beer. I'll show you.
Right. May have been holding beer back then too. We don't know.
Well, back then we were the last age of the beer age of 18 years old.
Yeah. For 3-2.
3-2.
The last part of a lot of things.
Yeah.
So we were talking. Here's one for you because we're coming up on 29.
Who cares?
Who cares?
So fuck them.
I send Ronnie. I'll see shit during the week, just dumb things that remind us of the 70s and 80s, our childhoods. And I'll send them off to Ronnie. And what we're trying to do is to remember or get to a point where we can turn them into images that we can put up on here while we're talking. And first I told Ronnie, I said, what sucks is time's flying by so fast for me that every time I freaking turn around, it's Wednesday. It's like, son of a bitch. Is 4:00 this afternoon. I thought, crap, we're doing a podcast tonight. I didn't even do a promo.
That's all right, Mike. I did.
Well, thank you. But one of the things I said to him was the Matt, you know this, the little balsa wood airplanes.
Yeah,
they'd be like at the. I remember them being on like a little carousel at the checkout stand of like 7-Eleven. they're the last minute thing or the thing to tempt the kid while mom's standing there.
Thing
And
to piss off mom.
exactly. And it got me to thinking when we lived in Prince Hall Apartments. I remember there was a 7-Eleven store directly across the street from a liquor store just off a side road from Nevada. I wish I can remember the name of this street, but I was in there and I might have been with the kid Kevin I wrote about in the second book. And while we were there, I think we went to go get ices. But while we're there, I saw that plane. I thought, oh, man, I can get a plane? And it was like 10 cents. I went ahead and bought the plane. But here's the thing that I suddenly remembered while I'm thinking about this story. On the side of icy cups back then, they had these not quite coupons, but you would cut them out. I remember they were sort of diamond side diamonds, and they were worth points. And if you saved enough of them, you can bring them back in and get, whatever, another icy, Slurpee, whatever they were called. So I sacrificed that for my balsa wood airplane. And I remember this is one that had the little nose clip. You had to attach the weight to it. And my gosh, that was great. Like 10 cents, man. But those were, and the other thing is, think about what I'm telling you. I couldn't have been, but maybe 9, 10 years old at the time. We're out by ourselves, just 2 kids away from the apartments. Kevin's family lived in a house, but we're blocks away from the house. No phones, no nothing. Nobody knows where you are. And they were just great times.
Yeah.
No Nerf, no safety helmets, nothing. It just. So anyway, I don't know why I got into that, but those just. I love those memories. I love the memories of Aunt Linda, the gum chewing. Aunt Linda, God, she was awesome, but you didn't want to get on her bad side.
Oh, no. No.
Most of my friends were afraid of her. She got better once we were in the fourplex, I think.
Yeah.
She was sort of,
I don't know. Friends, they steered clear because she was.
Oh, yeah.
She was feisty.
Where everybody was afraid of Dad, I was scared shitless sometimes of Aunt Linda. It was like, oh my God.
As much as I wanted to, because we always stayed the night at each other's houses when we were kids, and I used to always get excited about going to stay at Aunt Linda's house, but I always had that little tinge of fear behind the excitement too, because like if I fuck up, this could cost me my life.
You got to have a little risk with that reward, baby. That's a great point, because there were times we'd go stay the night with them, and my thought was, all right, if like Roger or Matt fuck up, that takes the pressure off of me. I can probably lighten up a little bit, because you did tend to walk a little bit on eggshells. Don't misunderstand. Aunt Linda was fucking awesome. She was
she was our second mom.
Oh God, that's the absolute truth. I can tell you stories of, and it's funny. I remember this. There was a place where the Thrifty Nickel would end up starting, and I think it was on, I want to say, Wasatch. There's a house with a little garage, and in that little garage, it was a dirt floor, and that's where the Thrifty Nickel literally was born. Years before then, 2 young ladies named Ann and Linda lived in that little place with their boys, Michael and David. And that's where we lived for a while. We lived in that little garage. I do remember that. And it was, you had to, because back then, it was a different time. Single moms were, had a private battle to deal with. Where today they take government assistance for granted, back then, I'm sure it had to been a hell of a choice. Do we do this? And if so, what are we going to look like? But yeah, 2 moms, you better believe it.
Yep.
And I think that's just the way Aunt Linda was. And she definitely was. If AT was a disciplinarian, that was the female version.
Yeah.
Of that one.
No, absolutely. I was telling Mike, Matt, he was talking about the balsa wood airplanes, and I kind of took it one step further. I can remember. Do you remember the blue chip stamps? Oh, absolutely. But the same balsa wood airplanes, when they used to have the little rubber band with the propeller on it, and the little clip-on wheels that would come along with it,
right?
And then we went a little further after that was the big like 4-foot long styrofoam planes that you had like maybe one good crash in it because too bad you're going to lose wings, you're going to lose a tail, you're losing whatever if that thing crashes too hard, or it hits you in the head because those things fucking hurt.
No, I remember those, and my first thought was, yeah, you threw it in the air one time, and I hope you enjoyed it, man, because it was a one flight deal.
You broke my cookie, you big ox.
Yeah.
I think Rich is talking about. Is that Aunt Linda? Probably.
Yep.
For sure.
Rich
Wilson, what's going on, man? You got any fun stories to tell?
We need to get him on here.
Absolutely.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Ronnie keeps telling people every week.
Log them on right now.
We can get 10 people on here. I think that's our deal. I think we can get up to 10 people here.
Yeah, it's 10. Yep.
Yeah.
I was trying to find Matt. I'm looking on my phone right now. I have a picture of you and I. I think I've sent it to you before when we're like 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah.
And
a couple of those out there. There's a picture of me and you at Myron Stratton home right at the front entrance there.
Who has it?
By the way, while Ron's looking that one up, Matt, I'm sure you'll understand. Want to take just a moment to ask for some prayers and some good thoughts for our cousin
absolutely.
Amanda. She's dealing with a bit of a health issue, and I know that she and Trav will tune into this sometimes after it airs. So we love you.
Yes.
Amen.
I'm telling you, cancer fucked with the Wong family on this one.
Yep.
Yeah, we've had way too many of that.
Way too much cancer. But she just texted me. I saw it just come in. She just had a MRI. Everything.
Yeah, she was supposed to. Did she?
Yeah.
Good.
So, well, God love her, man. All right, Matt, you ready?
Oh. Yeah. Look at that shirt. That's some definitely hand-me-down.
I think I've had that same face my whole life.
Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Why are you?
What the fuck did you say?
Look at. I wish
don't make me come over there.
Don't make me put my popsicle down.
That's right.
That is probably one of my all-time favorite pictures, man. I just, I mean, I miss those times, man. I miss, and Mike and I say it a lot, and sometimes we second guess when we say it, but it was just such simpler times. It was just such easier going times, and there's so much fucking just life is just constant barrage of shit every day.
Oh man, all you got to do is, I'm telling you, and I don't mean to go there, and I'm not going to spend a lot. When you think about what I do for a living, it'll just.
Well, you have to keep up with it.
It just pisses you off.
Yeah,
and
I honestly haven't watched a news report, and I kid you not, in probably 6 years.
Yeah, well, good for you.
Because all it is gloom and doom, and who died, and what's I hate to say it, but I don't fucking care. I want to live my life. I want to worry about my family, and because if the day's in, there is nothing that I can do right this second to make anything different.
The thing that just irritates the shit out of me is this blatant attempt at driving hate.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's just fucking pisses me off. Is everywhere I turn, there's intentional attempts to promote hate, and I just think, why? And then for those that are watching later, that might even be thinking, what the fuck's wrong with these old guys? Well, right there's it. Is because we're sharing with you times where this shit did not exist. There were different colored people. There were gays and homos, and it was all around. It just wasn't shoved down your throat every fucking
I was
day.
going to say, but you know what, Mike, and
Yeah.
you guys can agree or disagree. I think it was there. It's just now everything is instantaneous. It's automatic. It hits your phone. It hits your tablet. It hits your watch. It hits whatever. So
Yeah.
back in the day, we didn't hear about what happened in the world until 8 o'clock at night when the news came on.
Yeah.
Now it's instantaneous, man. They buzz your phone and email and text messages, and it's just like, leave me the fuck alone. Let me live my, ignorance is bliss, and I want to be blind in bliss.
I want to be stupid.
Can we hear you again?
Oh, see there. I know what it is because he sent me a private message earlier, and is it the phone? I think he gets phone calls or something, and it knocks him off.
Those damn Obama phones.
Yeah, so we're at 40 minutes. Anyway,
I think wrap it up, Mike. What do you got?
Well, let's see. What's this? May. Well, we got Mother's Day coming up this weekend. We won't. I mean, Happy Mother's Day to all your mamas, and Happy Mother's Day to those that aren't with us anymore. We love you. In fact, I can tell you, another friend of mine, Kip Fraser, lost his mom today, and so it was. And what's wonderful, I'll leave you with this story. Kip comes from a very well-to-do family. They're well-known, own a giant ranch north of here, and Miles and Mrs. Childers, and that's Kip's mom. So years ago, when I was running the classic rock station here, I hired Kip to be my co-host. And so among the bits we used to do is trying to get people to say things they normally wouldn't. Well, his mom called in one day, and I can't remember how we did it, but I told Kip, I said, let's see if we can get your mom to say the word sucks. And Kip goes, oh, there's no way. There's no way mom's ever going to say the word sucks. And I said, well, come on, let's give it a try. So we get her on the phone. And so Kip's talking to her. Hey, Mom, how are you? Hey, boys, it's good to talk to you. She was always just doing wonderful things. And so I said, hey, Mom, Kip says there's no way I can ever get you to say the word sucks. And the phone fell silent for a moment. And she came back and says, well, some mornings when you boys call me, that sucks. And we just started laughing. I thought, oh my God. If you knew her, that was so, I mean, for those, I get goosebumps. For those that knew her, that was so far out of her comfort zone.
Wow.
But for her to say that, and it was the talk for a long time. Well, some mornings when you boys call me, because we'd call her and ask her, just for advice, that kind of stuff. Sometimes when you call me, that sucks. And Kip just looked at me like, oh my God, I can't believe Mom just said sucks.
You broke my mom.
So she lived to be, I think she was 84, 85, had a good life, philanthropist and just a giver, and left a giant damn footprint. And I'm telling you, she's a great woman. And Kip, I'm sorry to hear that your mother's gone, but it always makes me feel good to know that they lived a full and meaningful life. And that's something I know the three of us, and that's sort of the root of the show in a way, is, we want to leave a footprint. We want people to know that we're trying our damnedest to live a full and meaningful life. And part of that is sharing what life was like when we were kids. And hopefully at some point, other people will catch on and go, you know what? Those three guys are right, man. No wonder they're the man, the myth, and the legend.
Well, one of those is mute.
Am I?
Yeah. The man.
Oh, shit, there he is. Scared the crap out of me.
The man, the myth, and the mute. All right.
What do you got, Matt?
What's that?
So what do you got?
What do I got?
Close it out.
Give us something.
Echo what Mike has said already, and wish all the moms out there happy Mother's Day, especially for those that have passed. We'll be missing my mom this weekend. So I appreciate conversations and stories about hearing. I didn't know that you had lived with her for a little while in the old Thrifty Nickel house. So learn something new every day. So I appreciate that. And these conversations, it's the highlight of my Wednesdays. But happy Mother's Day to everybody out there.
Amen.
And
So again, as I always say, Mike, thank you so much for doing this with me. Matt, thank you so much for joining us again. Got to have you on some more. Love both of you more than
Love you
you'll ever
too.
know.
Love you too.
And to our cousin battling cancer, God love you. You're always in our prayers, and we all love you and are here for whatever you need. And happy Mother's Day to everybody. And we will see you guys next Wednesday.
See you next week. Love
All
you.
right, guys. Love
Bye.
you. Bye.